this is Shaya. Today, I'm going to be giving you an informative speech about the importance of knowing how to properly prepare for and conduct basic equestrian riding. Now, many people view horses as very powerful and resilient creatures, which they are, but they require a lot of care from their riders in such areas such as feeding, housing, and especially grooming. According to competitive rider Stephen D. Price, the point is that although knowing how to feed, groom, and otherwise look after a horse's creature comforts isn't an essential part of knowing how to ride, it's an essential element of good horsemanship. So making sure that your horse is comfortable is important for any rider. Now, there are certain grooming tools that you need to make sure that your horse is at its maximum comfort level. The first is a curry comb, which is used to remove any dried-on dirt from the horse's coat. Next is called a dandy brush to remove any residual dirt after using the curry comb. The next is called the soft brush, which is used to smooth and polish the horse's coat. And the final important tool is called the hoof pick, which is used to remove dirt and rocks from the horse's hooves, which may cause irritation during the ride. The tire of the rider is also very important. For example, horses are very, very sensitive to their rider's comfort. And if their rider's uncomfortable, then they're uncomfortable and they can react in negative ways. So, the rider should wear long pants and high boots to make sure that chafing is kept at a minimal level, gloves to make sure that the horse reins are kept tightly in the hands, and also a helmet to make sure that the head is protected. Now, after either you or your instructor has successfully tacked or equipped your horse with the necessary equipment, then you're ready to begin. Always mount from the left side, which is called the near side, by placing your left foot into the stirrup, swinging your right leg over the horse, and placing your right foot into the right stirrup. After this, you have mounted and you're ready to begin your ride. The simplest gait is called the walk, which is initiated by gently squeezing both sides of the horse while shifting your body weight forward. Now, during the speed, you should remain focused and keep the back straight, and you should keep the reins loosely in your hands to make sure that the horse has freedom. Now, it's also important to keep your heels pointed towards the ground, because according to testimony from my personal horse trainer, keeping the heels pointed towards the ground is the closest that any rider can come to be wearing a seatbelt. This is very important for balance and safety. The next speed is called the trot, which comes in two forms, the sitting trot and the posting trot. To initiate this, the rider should squeeze both sides of the horse's legs sharply while clicking the tongue. The sitting trot is simply when the rider sits still in the saddle while the horse trots, but this could be uncomfortable for both the rider and the horse. So the posting trot is often implemented, where the rider stands up and down in the saddle in accordance with the horse's steps. During the speed, you keep the reins tight and remain focused. The next speed is called the canter, which is faster than the walk or the trot. To initiate the speed, you should simply kick the left side of the horse close to the outside of the arena while clicking the tongue. Now, according to horse breeders Bruce Mills and Robert Crane, this speed is similar to being on the rocking horse. So balance is very important during the speed. And you should also keep the reins at the tightest level. You should lean forward and make sure that your eyes are focused on the path ahead of you. Now, to stop a horse in motion, to dismount after the ride is completed, you have to simply pull back on the reins gently until the horse comes to a complete stop while keeping your back arched. Now, to dismount, you simply have to go in the opposite manner in which you have mounted, by simply removing the left foot from the right stirrup and swinging your right leg over the horse and onto the ground before removing your left foot. After this, you have completed your ride. Ending your ride successfully by employing all these necessary steps is important for any rider to make sure that they have a safe, effective, and also an enjoyable ride. In conclusion, I hope that this speech was able to assist any prospective riders to know the importance of remaining responsible and safe during any ride. Thank you very much.